All right, so here's another update on the F350 build. We are gonna finish it all up tomorrow, but just about done. So we've got our proportioner back here, which will be nice. You can just open her up. This is the most protected spot on the whole truck. Open that up, set it all. Didn't really realize that the poly braid was gonna be blue, but hey, that's cool looking, right? So we'll have our soap surfactant tank there. Got our soft wash hose. We'll get that plumbed up right here. We're actually probably throw possibly a 90, but so we'll have that come over here to our booster pump. Get the 1-horse boosters from Power Wash Store with the Pro Switch and Master Track valve and all that jazz. Water on the other side, 2-inch bulkhead coming out, 2-inch to our main filter, comes down here. This we're gonna have a hose that's gonna come out around here to be our dump line. Also just filling up a bucket, being able to rinse this whole area down. We've got this with 3 ball valves on here. So water coming in, which that's just got to get put onto there. But so our hose coming in here, if we need to prime the booster and we don't have enough water, we'll keep this closed. Open this, close this. This stops water from going up and into the tank. Right now it just stops it from going nowhere. But when we want to prime it, we'll close that, open that, and then have this. Right now this is already pulling water through there. That'll pull that water, or go down that way to pull from the proportioner. Nice thing, we originally had a 3-way valve right here. The problem with that is that it wouldn't allow us to, no matter what, we'd still have to have water going this way. And if we ever have to disconnect this, we wouldn't have a way to stop that water. But this we would just leave closed for the most part, leave that closed, have all of our water going into the tank for most of the time. Got our 1 pressure washing line coming off of here for our supply, so we got down that 2-inch down to 1. Ball valve and then filter. Real quick, we can open that up, clean it out. If we need to open up the whole thing, we can do that as well. And yes, for whoever wants to comment on this, yes, this really shouldn't be up at an angle, but it's going to be perfectly fine because we've got enough flow coming through there anyways. We're going to have our 1-inch hose coming over here to this 8-gallon a minute pressure washer. We've got our bypass lines already run. The other one we're going to actually, sorry, I'll come back around to this. So right now we got our ball valve and then filter right there. It is a little bit difficult to get in there, but this at least gives us that extra distance to get from right back here around and to that inlet of the pressure washer. Obviously we're going to be able to connect to this. We don't need an extra mounting block. Still trying to decide, but probably going to run the other one to right here, so we can just come over here, plug onto that, and then if you're seeing all this black stuff, we put some Rust-Oleum on all those. We've got the fuel lines run for both pressure washers, fuel tank on that side. So on this one, this is probably the most hard plumbing we've done on any build. We usually have it all with just the rubber fittings, but this still enables us to be able to just cam lock, take this off. We're good to go. If they need to dump the whole thing, we're gonna have this line so we can have another bucket filler, be able to rinse this side off if necessary. We wanted to make sure that everything was accessible from off the rig without having to climb up onto it, so we can clean that out. So you can see the booster, we'll have generator. We're going to run that power line across and through all that. Another little thing, yeah, Michael's back there drinking his beer. Having the bypass lines, tuck them right inside the cage. So the nice thing with them being close to that metal, they can get a little bit pinched, but they're not going to get completely stopped there. Still got to get this other one, needs to go underneath there. We'll have our fill line coming off of here, coming down, so we'll be able to just cam lock on 2-inch fitting from our transfer pump, fill up the whole tank without having to get up on there. And then we're going to have another fitting coming off of here with a cam lock as well, or banjo fitting. So for filling bleach, the biggest difference on that is we'll have a ball valve and then the cam lock, so we can shut that off and still have bleach still sitting in that line. This one's going to be fun because every time that somebody turns off and disconnects the cam lock, they're going to get a whole bunch of water that's going to shoot out. But so be it. It'll be good because it'll just be a little extra water out there, and we'll probably just laugh at them too when that's happening. So That's where we're at for the build at this point. Hoping to have it all wrapped up tomorrow and then put it to work and say, hi guys.